We've raised this ugly, unfortunate incident to the highest levels of the Syrian government. We continue to call for an end to the violence, and we'll continue to speak out. And I think Ambassador Ford's courage and clarity is, making the point that the United States cannot and will not stand idly by when this kind of violence continues.
When countries have really serious disagreements over really serious issues, one of the ways countries resolve those issues is war. We fight it out physically. But if we're not going to fight it out physically, the other means by which our governments try to get our way in the world, other than by using force, is by using diplomacy. Or should I say, diplomacy! Hi-ya! In 2005, after years of conflict with the nation of Syria, the Bush administration got so angry with Syria they decided to call home America's ambassador. When the Obama administration took over, they were no less angry with Syria and had no fewer disagreements with that country. But the Obama administration decided that to deal with their disagreements, they would send an ambassador back there. An ambadassador, actually, back to Syria. The Senate would not confirm him, so President Obama had to give him a recess appointment. But we did send this man, Robert Ford, to be America's man in Syria. And the American position toward the government in Syria right now is roughly that we are against it. This summer, President Obama called on the president of Syria to step down, saying, quote, "We have consistently said that President Assad must lead a democratic transition or get out of the way. He has not led. For the sake of the Syrian people, the time has come for President Assad to step aside." Now, if the president says that, and you're America's guy in Syria, you're America's man in charge of staying in touch with President Assad at a time like that, what do? Well, if you are Robert Ford, America's ambadassador, you defy the Syrian government telling you that you need their permission to leave the capital city, and you instead just go on your own to go see the anti-government protesters where they're able to protest, outside the state's capital. Like he did in July, Ambassador Ford and the French ambassador went to the city of Hama. The protesters there greeting the ambassador, as you can see, with rose petals. The tree limbs you see them carrying, when you can see that, those are olive branches. Yes, as in the metaphor. After Ambassador Ford took that visit in July to the central Syrian city of Hama, a major focal point of the anti-government protest movement, he got slapped with travel restrictions from the Syrian government. Then regime loyalists in the capital attacked the American and French embassies. And then the New York Times reporting it was not just the embassy that was attacked, but also Robert Ford's house several blocks away. How does Robert Ford respond to all this? He leaves Damascus again and goes to another city that had been central to the anti-government protest movement. He traveled to the city of Jassim in August. Then this month, he attended the funeral of a Syrian human rights activist who was killed while in Syrian security force custody. That funeral, not long after Ambassador Ford was there, was itself attacked violently by Syrian security forces. Today, when Robert Ford went to meet with an opposition leader in Damascus, Robert Ford's convoy was attacked, physically attacked, by regime loyalists. Pro-government activists reportedly stoned his convoy. The AP saying they pelted him with eggs and tomatoes and then tried to break into the building where his meeting was being held. The New York Times reporting that Ambassador Ford was then essentially trapped inside that building for about 90 minutes. U.S. government officials now say that Ambassador Ford is fine. He's physically okay after today's attack on him. Robert Ford's boss, Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, is not happy about the attack. And also, she clearly understands that Robert Ford is not just an ambassador, he is an ambadassador, even if she'd never put it in exactly those terms.
Ambassador Ford has shown admirable courage, putting himself on the line to bear witness to the situation on the ground in Syria. He is a vital advocate for the legitimate aspirations of the Syrian people, now under siege by the Assad regime. I encourage the United States Senate to show our support for Ambassador Ford by confirming him as soon as possible so he can continue fully confirmed his critical and courageous work.
Oh, right. Right. After all this guy has been through, after all this guy has done, after everything he's doing in Syria, Republicans in the United States Senate have not been able to bring themselves to allow him to be confirmed. Seriously? No, really. Seriously? Come on.